Can y'all believe I'm back filming? Because I can't. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Jalen and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a hot minute since I said those words. Channel name has changed, makeup game has changed, life has changed, job has changed, I'm engaged, I have a house. Like, what? I'm biggity back with the videos. I plan on filming a lot more, so y'all leave me some comments down below, videos that you want to see from me, because I'm back filming, we back in the lab. But today's video is a special one because I know that I can't just, pop on here with a makeup tutorial. No, I just felt like it wasn't right for me to just come and say, hey y'all, here's a makeup tutorial without giving y'all a proper life update and letting you know what's going on. This one today, this life update specifically, is going to be about how I got out of my toxic job. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying that, because I was at that job for 5 years, y'all. If you know me, then you know. But if you don't know, I'm sharing it with you today because I just feel like it's honestly a testimony and a testament to what God can do for you if you're obedient, if you pray, if you honor him in all of your ways, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's scary, even when it financially just does not make sense. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much in the intro. I want to get right into the nitty gritty. Sorry if this video is a little bit choppy. Sorry if the editing might be a little bit off. All of those things. Like, girl, I haven't filmed in 3 years. So if you're looking for the most, cinematic and the best lighting and the best camera quality, child, I don't have that for you, but I do have a testimony. So if you're needing to be inspired, or if you're an entrepreneur and you're needing to, get that gas under your butt to keep going, or to even just see somebody get out of a dark place and be in a much better space, this video is for you. Without further ado, let's get into this life update. I did film my makeup while I was doing my life update, so if you want to see how I got this look as well, just continue to watch. Okay, hey everybody, what's going on? It's so weird to be back filming with you guys. Literally, I think I haven't filmed in about 3 years, so I might be a little bit rusty, but I do, I kind of remember how to do a little 1-2. This time around is going to be a lot different because at the end of the day, I'm a lot older. And so much of my life has changed. Which, speaking of, that's the first thing I want to tell you guys is Zach proposed. So I have an engagement ring that I need to put on. So the people know, like, yeah, she's engaged. And we also bought a house. And yeah, we've actually been engaged for like 2 years. And I'm enjoying engagement, let's just say that. I feel a lot of ways about how I want to get married, because one minute I want to do destination and just, go to Jamaica with everyone that I love, which I'm still leaning toward that, but COVID happened. So, I just feel a little bit weird about it. But yeah, me and Zach are engaged and we also bought a house. And yeah, that's kind of the life updates. Hold on. I need to get my chapstick. This chapstick is from NARS. Got it in the birthday set. And I thought it was a lipstick when I first bought it, but no, it's just a chapstick. And it's actually really smooth and I really like it. And I like the packaging. Mostly I just like it for the packaging. Because it's NARS, it's nice, it's sleek, it's cute. I feel like I talked about changing my life up a lot when we bought our house. Like, before we bought our house, I always used to say that I was going to quit my job after we bought it. But man, I didn't know it was going to go down like this. So this video is mostly to share my testimony of how my life has changed in the span of about 6 months. It's been really wild. And I just want to give all praise to God. And I'm sorry if I cry in this video, because I have not, well, I've been knowing that I want to film this video for a while. I'm just toning my skin with witch hazel, by the way. I knew I wanted to make this video for a long time, but the time just didn't feel right. And I honestly was struggling if I was going to even come back on YouTube, but God is so good and he's been taking such good care of me and my family that I really just have to share. It's important for me to share my blessings, not to brag, but really just to give all praise to God because he deserves it, and that's the least that I could do. And I feel like this has gotten deep really quick, but we're on this earth to please him. That is our purpose for him, and why he's created us in the first place is just to honor him, give him praise, and just give him his props. And that's what I'm gonna do with this video. So, like I was telling you guys, me and Zach bought a house, and we bought the house in like 2018. And I always used to say that I was gonna quit my job after we bought the house because I just knew that I wanted to do something completely different than what I was doing. Let me adjust my mirror. I knew I wanted to do something completely different than what I was doing. If you know me, you know I'm a creative. I'm about to moisturize with Cetaphil on top of this toner. I'm a creative person, and you know, that's kind of why I got into YouTube in the first place, was because I wanted to have an outlet from my old job. A little backstory too, I was an accounting clerk at a major utility company, and I had got a promotion. I've been at this job for 5 years, and to be honest, I had just gotten a little bit comfortable, and I had an amazing boss, and you know, like, we bought our house, finances were lit, money was lit, everything was lit. And don't you know, like, time just got away from me. I just kept working, making money, and complacent and honestly unhappy because it wasn't me. Like, even growing up, which is crazy, but I remember being like super young, and you know when you're little and grown-ups always ask you, you know, what do you want to be when you grow up? I always used to say that I want to be an artist. So it was like, how the hell and why the hell am I in this utility company being an accounting clerk? I don't even like accounting. I was an accounting major in college and I hated that shit. Make it make sense. You know, I was underneath my boss for a really long time. He took such good care of me, and he honestly like helped grow me into the person that I am today. And I knew that I had a lot to gain from him, just as far as, you know, coming into my adulthood and learning about my finances and things like that. So it was okay for me to stay under him. But baby, once he left, it just all happened all of a sudden. As soon as he told me, I started crying, and I heard God say, "What you crying for? You next." And you know, that was that. And that's why I was crying a lot when he first told me that he was leaving. It wasn't so much that he was leaving me, because he had prepped me and told me that he was. So I knew for a long time. It was the simple fact of, you know, I was leaving too. And what? It just wasn't in my plans. I gotta tell y'all all the way to the back. So I remember at the end of 2019, sat down with Zach and had a conversation with him and told him, you know, baby, which if you don't know, I'm a makeup artist. So I told him, you know, baby, I'm ready to be an entrepreneur, and I know that, you know, I need to transition, because I'm not one of those people who's just going to go out on a limb and put my family in financial stress just to pursue my dreams. So I told him, you know, I know that I'm going to be ready to transition in like 3 years and maybe go work for the school system so I can have summers off like my mom. You know, I just knew for a long time that I wanted to have a schedule like my mom. So I told Zach that at the end of 2019. 2020 comes around, my boss leaves, and I get a new boss, and she's terrible. I have never had a boss treat me the way she treated me. And as a black woman working in corporate, which I don't work in corporate anymore, but when you're a black woman working in corporate, you really have to stand up for yourself, because people will try you. At the time when I quit, I was one of 3, and there was over 100 employees in the company. So for me to be at this job and be the only black woman in my department and the only one of 3 black women at the whole company, girl, you do the math, and you know, you can put 2 and 2 together and imagine how I was feeling. And I have been doing that for a long time. I'm talking 5 years, you know, no growth as far as diversity, just in the trash, feeling real black all the time. That's the company culture that I was in. I never fit in the first place, and I should have probably left a long time ago, but that just kind of lets you know where I was at when I left. Let me keep it running. I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation. I've been really into the Maybelline Superstay. I'm gonna do like a drop of the Juvia's Place because I'm running a little dark, because I've been off all summer, so I've been getting dark. But back to the story, child. I was at my job for 5 years, chilling pretty much. Like, I had such a good handle on my work, and that was another reason why it took me so long to quit, is because, you know, I had a handle on things. But I wasn't happy, and I know that I wasn't happy. But the money was just so good, it was keeping me there. But that all changed when I got a new boss. She was very disrespectful toward me. That's all I'm really gonna say on that. If you're watching this and you still work there, that's why I left. I was very classy when I left. I didn't badmouth her or anything, but just know I left because of her. I remember I was just in the bathroom in tears, like knowing that I was about to leave, but just not knowing how and feeling very overwhelmed by it all. And I get a call from my mom. And the thing about my mom is she always calls me with stuff like this at the nick of time. You know how your mom is. My mom calls and she's just like, well, I know you've been unhappy at your job. And I just start crying because she's right. And I hadn't talked to her about how bad it was getting yet. But she was like, I just know you've been unhappy for a while. And there's been a job opening, you know, at my school. And I was like, oh my God. But the thing about working at the school was, you know, less money. You know, I tell my mom I'm not really sure. I don't know if I'm financially ready, blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, well, I'm going to give you the information. I think you should apply. And, you know, that's what you need to do. So I applied to work at my mom's school. I had an interview. And I felt in my spirit that I was going to go ahead and go. You know, I was super qualified for the job. And, you know, I had mentally prepared for it, financially prepared for it, which was a lot. Let me tell you, I lost 1/3 of my income when I transitioned out. 1/3. But I still applied, and I just, you know, at that point, it was like, trust God. So I applied, I had an interview went great. I was like, you know, pretty much getting ready to leave and transition to my new job. And don't you know, I didn't get that job. I cried at my desk because I thought that I was on my way out, but I didn't get it. So at that point, I was just like, God, you know, what are you doing? Like, you know, I thought I heard him say it was time. I thought that I heard him say that was for me. So when I didn't get it, it was a lot to process. Whew, this is when the story gets good, child. This is when you know it's God. Look at my foundation. That's really pretty. Anyways, didn't get that job with my mom. I was super discouraged. And I had been fighting with myself the whole time anyways about working at school because financially, girl, it did not make sense. Okay? None. It did not make sense for me to lose 1/3 of my income. I didn't get that job with my mom. And I was super sad about that. Like, I cried when I got the response that said, hey, you know, you didn't get the job. Girl, I was so sad because I really thought it was time to go work at the school system. And I thought it was God saying no. So, yep. I probably worked a couple weeks after that, just trying to, you know, get my bearings and trying to make positive of the situation. And I remember someone's calling me. Hello?
Hi, this is Urvi Patel, and I was looking online, and I found your page about makeup.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes, and I was looking, my mom wanted to get her makeup done next weekend, 13th and 14th, 2 days.
Okay, what's she got going on? Girl, this is when the story gets good. Sorry, I had to answer the phone because I actually had got a call from a client. But this is when the story gets real good. Gosh, I'm trying to figure out how to tell y'all. I'm trying to remember the timeline because it was so far long ago. But I do remember that my mom's job was a bookkeeping role. And I wanted it, but they didn't give it to me. Applied for a couple more. And I applied for one at the school that I work at now. And I remember, you know, I thought things were going to get better with my supervisor. And I remember declining the job, child. Ooh, God is so good. But I declined the job because it wasn't enough money. Or so I thought. So I had declined it. And I kept on working. And I think I declined it probably on like Monday or Tuesday of the week. Keep that in mind, child. Keep that in mind. Don't you know on Thursday, they set me down and pretty much told me that I had to get my attitude together. And just, it was some BS, I'll be honest. Told me that my work hadn't been up to par. Girl, it was. I never changed my work ethic at all. I don't care about anybody. My work ethic is my work ethic. So she tried to say, which it was her, tried to tell our big supervisor that I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. She was trying to tell my supervisor that I took longer lunches. Baby, you take longer lunches. And I never snitched on you ever. But it's okay. She even tried to say, you know, Jalen's been clocking in from her car instead of clocking in at her desk. That's how I always did it. That's how a lot of people do it. Grabbing for straws. Grabbing for straws. Pretty much just trying to tell me, you know, if you don't get your stuff together, you'll be replaced. Baby, that's all you had to say. Sorry, girl. Still trying to remember how to work my camera. But yeah, they set me down on Thursday. Told me pretty much, you know, we're going to fire you unless you, you know, do what we demand. Thursday night, I called my current boss and I said, you know, I know that I declined your offer for an interview, but can you reconsider? She said, of course. Apply for the job tomorrow. I'm going to open it up just for you. Woo! I got to break this down for y'all because it was quick. Probably Monday, I declined the job offer. Thursday, they set me down and pretty much told me if you don't get your stuff together, we're going to fire you. Thursday night, I called my current boss and told her, hey, I know that I declined that interview. Do you have anything available for me? And she said, yes. Applied for the job on Friday. Girl, God is good. Applied for that job on Friday. Had my interview on Monday. Got the job on Monday. Girl, and it gets better. Because when something is for you, God, I'm going to cry talking about it. When God has something for you, it really is for you. He took me right out of that place. With a quickness. And it gets better. Because don't forget, oops, got some makeup in my hair. Oh my gosh. Anywho, it gets better. Because we haven't even began to get into how the summer went for me. Because keep in mind, I took this job, you know, I didn't have my money ready for it. None of that. Nothing. I was not ready to financially to do it. But God said do it, so I did it. And that's another theme of this video. Just being obedient. You have no idea where it will take you. Girl, don't you know I put in my 2 weeks notice. And, you know, I was so nice to my old boss the whole entire time. Never went off on her. We never spoke really about, you know, me leaving. She never asked me where I was going. And a lot of people at my job, you know, I've been there for 5 years. So everybody had questions. And I was just minding my business. You know, I wasn't mean to anybody on my way out. None of that. But, you know, I wasn't ready financially. And I just remember people saying, oh, Jalen, you're going to work for the school system? There's no money in that. No one close to me said that, of course, but people at my old job would try to put fear into my plans, baby, not knowing God is taking care of me, child. God is taking care of me. Try to put fear in my plans. Try to tell me, you know, I don't know why you're doing this. Financially, it doesn't make sense. Oh, my God. God is so good. And at that time, it was like, you know, they might be right, but I don't care. I'm leaving. I'm going to listen to what God says, not to what these humans who, you know, don't even really know me like that are saying. But anywho, I left. Didn't know what I was going to do financially. And it was tough. And I'll be honest, like, leaving was such a big step out on faith for me because of our financial situation when I left. I didn't have clients like that. You know, I had them from time to time. But it really wasn't time for me to leave. It wasn't time for me to leave, but God is good. So I took my new job. Super happy. Didn't care about the pay cut. It didn't matter. because God was taking care of me. He worked it all the way out. I had time to myself over spring break, and I created my booking site, which I should have had it a long time ago, but it just wasn't time. We do things in God's timing in my house. So created my booking site, and I have been busy every single weekend makeup wise since April. Soon as I made my booking site and my client Alandria booked me, shout out to you, girl, if you're watching this. Hey, she's one of my favorites. But my client Alandria booked me, and I cried at school because I just knew the shift in my business was happening. And it was happening because I was being obedient to God. And this all happened in the span of, I would say, 4 months? Because January was a new year. I had aspirations to really, honestly just start planning our wedding, getting out of debt, all kind of stuff. But God was like, nah, you're finna leave this job. Your makeup business is going to grow. And, that is what I'm doing this year. And my business has grown probably by 300 times in the span of 3 or 4 months. Left my job in February. Oh yeah, did I tell y'all that part too? It was funny because that's another funny thing since, I left in February and whatnot. I put in my 2 weeks notice. I worked in 1 week. And don't you know, if you live in Tennessee, we had that huge snowstorm. That was my last week of work. But we didn't go to work because of the snowstorm. So I only had to spend 1 week with that lady, that rude lady. I only had to spend 1 week with her. God took me out, girl. When something is for you, God will set you up. He was like, you ain't even gonna work with her that long. You put in your notice and you gone. God don't play about me. I remember calling my mom and just telling her, girl, God is so funny. Let me tell you what happened. Flash forward to now. I've been off all summer. And it's been amazing. I thought I was going to have to Uber Eats. I thought that I was going to have to, maybe get a side job. I thought so many things was going to go down as far as finances. Girl, let me tell you, I have not had to work for anybody all summer. I have been on my entrepreneur all summer. I never Uber Eats. I never got a side job. I have been sustaining me, and Zach has been sustaining us. I've been taking care of my family through my hands and through my makeup artistry all summer long. You gotta grasp that. You gotta understand, I lost 1/3 of my income to take this new job and step out on faith. I was so scared. I had never ever done this before. Let me get a brush. I've been working since I was 15 years old. So, I'm just sharing this with you guys so that when you're operating in your purpose, I don't want to get preachy, but oh well, it's the truth. When you're operating in your purpose, doing what God tells you to do, being obedient, following what He wants, because I could have stayed in my job. I could have straightened up, as they probably thought. I could have done all of that. But I was true to myself. I'm using this Juvia's Place eyeshadow for bronzer, by the way. I did order from Morphe, so I'm hoping it, hoping it comes. But I just want you guys to carry from this video, if nothing else, that you got to be obedient and you got to live in your purpose. It's super important. When you're living in your purpose, being obedient to God, doing what He says, things just start working out for you. Like, He will literally work everything out. I haven't had a sacrifice this summer. I've been hanging out with my friends. I've been at home, healing from the trauma of my old job. Even, last year I had to go through George Floyd at that job with no black people around me, really. And none of them ever talked about it. No one ever asked me what I will say one person did. Shout out to you. Please call me. But for the most part, nobody ever asked me how I was doing during that time. And that just lets you know, how things was at that job. I don't want to call it racist. I will just say, because, I don't want to get on camera and talk about a previous job and call it racist. But it was not diverse. And the people that I was around You could just tell they could not understand. During George Floyd, during Breonna Taylor, I would just be crying at my desk sometimes because, you know, you get the news at your desk when you're at work. You know, I got the news about Breonna Taylor at my job. And I had to sit there and act like everything was all good. I didn't belong there. And just talking about it in this manner and talking about just the small little details like that, the things that would happen to me there, just to give you an idea of, you know, how it really was. I didn't belong there. I didn't belong there for a long time, but God took me out in his timing, and I'm so thankful for it. That's why I wanted to film so bad, so that you guys can know, you know, to live in your purpose. Do it. Quit that job. God will take care of you. And I'm not saying it in a corny way, because I don't even go to church like that like I used to, because I just feel like my life is church. Like, every single day I'm in prayer every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live, breathe, eat church. I don't need to be in a building, you know, to have a relationship with God. Trust me, I have a relationship with God, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to sustain my life. And that's me keeping it a buck. So yeah, that's kind of my life update, just letting you guys know, you know, how quickly God took me out of that toxic situation at my old job. Which, by the way, my new makeup routine is completely different. I'm going to make another video about it, but I'm going to leave another video down below from this girl named Kathy, because I literally have been doing my makeup with her makeup routine, and my makeup game has increased. So I'm going to leave her channel down below. If you haven't seen her video already, you know, go enjoy it, because she took me from 0 to 100 real quick, real fast. Like, look at my complexion. I don't even have brows on yet. But yeah, guys, tell me how you guys are doing down below in the comments. This video, I hope, wasn't all over the place. I hope that my intentions got across the right way. I really am hoping. Hopefully the footage is okay. All those things. Like, coming back to YouTube is so, like, bizarre to me. I never thought that I would be back, but here I am. And this also is a God thing. You know, I went to see a psychic, honestly, a while back, which I think that's spiritual, but that's another story for another day. Just know, I went to a psychic, and she told me that I was going to be back on YouTube. Child, I didn't believe her. I did not believe her when she said that I would be back filming and stuff. Using the Absolute New York brow pencil and smoke, by the way, for my brows. When she told me I would be back on YouTube, I just thought she was playing. I was like, yeah, she got a lot of things right about my life, but I was like, YouTube ain't one of them. I'm not getting back on. And I remember she told me that I would be doing makeup. And I was just like, child, I already did that. And she was like, oh, well, you'll be back. I was just like, no, I'm not. And here I am back. She has gotten everything right about my life. And truth be told, I need to be careful, because she also told me that I was going to have 3 kids. And I don't want those kids. So I need to, like, I don't know. I need to figure that out. But yeah, that's all I really want to share with you guys, is how fast God will take you out of a situation, especially if you pray and walk out on faith. You know, live by faith, not by sight. You know, when I was little, I used to hear, you know, those sayings and those comments. And, you know, it's something that you hear when you're growing up. But when you're grown and you actually live in those sayings, it hits different. And I was talking to Tony, my best friend, the other day, just about how far I've come. And, you know, even this last Monday, I just taught my first makeup class. Who would have thought? You know, if you would have asked me back in February if I would be teaching a makeup class, I would just laugh in your face. So, live in your purpose. Do what you're supposed to be doing. God will seriously change your entire look, your entire outlook, just everything will come together if you just have a little bit of faith. Like they say, a mustard seed. That's all you need. But I think that's everything that I had to tell you guys. I'm going to finish up my brows off camera. And then I think I'll come back, you know, with them cleaned up, and we'll get into some eyeshadow, and I'll catch you up on things as far as business and stuff. So hold on. I'll be back once I clean up my brows just a little bit, and we'll get into some eyeshadow and some lips. You don't have to be disrespected. My new job, I haven't had any problems with anybody. It has been such a blessing in my life. You know, everybody is super kind. And that's another thing. Don't be scared to switch it up, feeling like, you know, you'll never have a job as good, or you'll never have a man as good, or, you know, whatever's going on in your life, you know, you don't have to stay there. And there is better. You know, you might feel like there might not be anything better, but trust me, there's always better. My new job has been amazing to me. I have been working really hard there and like putting in my time and honestly just being a good worker. Like, I know how to do that, and I've been doing that. And it's just nice to be in a environment that appreciates it instead of, you know, where I was. And like I said, God will work that thing all the way out for you. So don't be scared to, you know, switch it up, whether it be in your relationships or with your job or with your major in school or whatever, girl. Switch it up. God got you. He really does. So yeah, that's my life update that I want to share with you guys. Let's get into something else. As far as, you know, how is business going, since as I told you guys, I'm setting down this P. Louise base, by the way, because I've been seeing Lachey's Glams set down her eyeshadow base, and I was just like, I want to do that, because maybe that's why my stuff don't be as smooth. So I'm trying that today. But as far as makeup goes, as you guys saw, I just got a phone call about an appointment. Makeup has been really steady for me. It has been such a blessing, and honestly, truth be told, you know, it's what I'm supposed to be doing anyways. I'm supposed to be doing makeup. I'm supposed to be being creative. That's what I was made to do. So it's not shocking, you know, that things are going this way, because it's what I'm supposed to be doing anyways. When you're living in your purpose, stuff just starts falling into place. Financially, emotionally, mentally, everything fell into place as soon as I left my old job. So step on out in faith. Leave. It's okay. It's more than okay. Bringing this nose contour into the front, because I've been into that look lately. Bring it all up and through that front of that brow. I love that. But yes, step out on faith. Do something different. It's okay. It is okay. Do it when it makes sense, of course. But do it, girl. God will take care of you if you pray to him and make sure it's what you're supposed to be doing. I'm just going to carve out the bottom of my cheeks real quick. You guys, tell me how you guys have been doing. How was the pandemic for you? I know it's not over, but how has it been? Have you been okay? You know, how's your family been? I want to know all of that down below in the comments, because I really have missed you guys, and I'm just surprised that everybody didn't unsubscribe from my channel, to be honest. For eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with my True Complexion Contour Kit from Black Radiance. I use the same stuff, y'all. I haven't changed nothing up at all. So I'm going to go in with the Sculpt color, and I'm going to put it in my crease. I've also been seeing Lachey's Glams. Ooh, that was a lot of powder. I've been seeing her use this for eyeshadow, and I'm just like, I want to give it a go. So that's what I'm doing today. This isn't really showing up for me like that. I mean, it is, but I like warm tones in my crease, so yeah. I don't know about this. I'm gonna just keep going though. I'm gonna just do it how she does it. See how it goes. Yeah, this is too light. It's too light, but I'll use the other color on my lid, because I've been going for that brown smoky. Because I've been loving Young Miami's makeup, and my clients have too. Everybody wants to look like Young Miami these days. So yeah, and I'm no exception to the rule. What else has been going on in my life? Nothing much, girl. I've just been chilling all summer, mentally healing, physically healing, getting myself together. Last time y'all saw me, I was probably vegan, which I still don't eat meat, but I'm mostly like a vegetarian right now because I love cheese. Meat and cheese are just, oh my god, like, what do you mean I have to give up cheese? So yeah, but I definitely haven't been eating meat because that is something that I do abstain from. I just think it's better for me, better for my skin, you know, skin, hair, nails, just everything. It's just better when I'm not eating meat. So that's why I do it. And definitely, you know, need to be losing weight, and that's another reason why I haven't got married yet, is because I would prefer to be a little skinnier, you know, in my dress. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But, child, I at least need to try, don't I? And I'm talking all this shit, knowing damn well I haven't been working out. But I have been eating better, and I am losing weight. So I think I'll probably take you guys along the journey of me losing the weight. If y'all care, let me know if y'all care down below in the comments. If anybody sees this, because I don't even know if anybody's really gonna watch it like that. I don't know. They might. They might not. But I just really wanted to, like I said, I was filming this to give glory to God about how my life has changed, because child, it has. Period. It has changed for the better. And it's all thanks to God. So my family's doing great. COVID was really hard. But I feel like it was also a necessary thing, as far as, at least for me and my family, like the growth that I've seen in my business. I wouldn't have took that step out on faith, I don't think, if I hadn't really just, you know, stepped out and did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, COVID taught me a lot, as far as, you know, life is short. And just seeing that many people die at one time, which no one in my family died, thank you God. But, you know, just it being on the news and stuff in your face that much, it really put in perspective a lot of things for me. So, you know, even though I left my job in a really negative way, and, you know, I'm sticking to that story. I'm not trying to save nobody or save anybody's feelings. That was a very toxic exit. But I knew that it was going to have to be done sometime. So, you know, I didn't think it would be that way. I thought it would be on my terms and my time. But God had other plans, and it's okay, you know. I'm doing a brown smoky right now. I kind of wish that I had put a little bit of black base, because I feel like this is just not really pigmented. I think I'm actually going to go in with Leader from this palette. This old thing, the Tartelette in Bloom. And by the way, y'all, I haven't really been buying new makeup like that. So if you're looking for that right now, I'm probably using the same stuff that I used back in 2018 when I was doing my makeup. See, look at how much more pigmented that is. So pretty. Yeah, I'm going to use this. What else is going on? Child, my makeup business is flourishing. Like, it really is. I have been so busy. I have been booked since April. That's how fast it was. Left my job in February, got my bearings in March, and been booked makeup wise every single week since April. I'm not where I want to be, you know, because I want to be self-employed, of course. But as far as how fast that could have happened, I don't think it could have been any better. And I have literally, like I told y'all, I had a 300% increase, you know, as far as income from my makeup. That's how much it has been. I have made so much money. It's crazy. I have been booked. My clients have been so amazing. They've been tipping. It's just been amazing. Shout out to everybody who has booked me during the summer. I appreciate y'all so much. It has changed my life completely. My life has never been better, and I really just want to say thank you to my clients, because y'all really have been showing out. I should have put a little bit of black base down, but it's okay, because the lashes is really why we're here. Okay, the lashes is really why we're here. But I like this. It's okay, but I wish this eyeshadow was a little more darker. You know, when Kayla Nicole be like, I want it to go dupe, but it's going dupe. That's how I feel about this eyeshadow right now. I really should not have set it with powder. I think it would have been better if I didn't. But Lachey's Glams does it that way, so I don't know. I don't know why it's not doing what I want it to do. I mean, it's doing it, but I wish it was darker. Let me put on lashes and liner before I keep complaining. Which I'm just taking Zulu from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette, and I'm popping it under this eyeliner. And I'm actually gonna put on my lashes that I have been rocking for the past like couple of days. Well, when I do wear makeup, so maybe the last couple of weeks, it's these from the Balm Extensions, and it's in the style Ruby, and they are so pretty, y'all. And I'm just gonna use some Duo Lash Glue, the one in the green box, to put them on. I'm hoping this video just went okay, because I haven't filmed in a long time, but I just felt compelled to share my testimony. I think that's so important. I usually share like online, like I might make a post on my Instagram or something like that, but nah, girl, the way that that went down, I had to make a video about it. I have to let y'all see my face and just know, like, you know, God will take care of you. God's always taking care of you, and he will, when something is for you, he will work that thing all the way out. I'm talking financially. He'll open doors for you. He will introduce you to people that you need to meet. He will bring you new friends. You know, all of that can happen. Hold on, I'm gonna put on a little bit more blush. I've been using the Juvia's Place Saharan blush palette for my blush, and it's pretty, but I have also, you know, like everybody else, I feel like that is what I have been keeping up, is makeup trends. And I'm gonna go in with this orange and like a little bit of this red, because I've been liking it to be really warm. See, there we go, that's what I'm talking about. Woo, yes! I need a lot. Like, I've been really into blush. But, see, there she is. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. And then the eyeliner is sitting too. Ugh, my camera's dying. I'm gonna pop on my lashes and I'll be right back. I have a few more steps. I need to highlight. And I haven't really been into highlighting that much. I feel like no one really is anymore, like we used to be. Because it used to be highlight to the high heavens, but now I really just put it right here. Not a lot. I don't do a lot like I used to. I just haven't been feeling it. Just put it over here and highlight this big old bump, of course. Why do I have a bump right there? Ciao. And I'm gonna do a little bit on the nose, down the center. I've been working on my nose contour, y'all. Let me know how I did today. I'm gonna pop some highlight in the center right here. I am loving my eye makeup. I love how it turned out. It took me a minute, but I got there, you know, we got there. And then lastly, I'm gonna use the Morphe Matte Finishing Spray. I don't really like this one, but I don't wanna use the one that I use on my clients, so I'm just use this to, whew. God, it's just not the same as the black packaging. Ugh, I don't like it. And now I'm gonna also go in with the e.l.f. Now this one is bomb. This one is called the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. Amazing. And I'm gonna spray myself down with this. If I can find the pump. And I'm also, God, everything tastes disgusting. But I'm gonna press that in with my foundation brush to really lock it in place. This beat is beat down to the ground, child. That about wraps up my life update. I hope you guys like this video. If you want a full tutorial on this look, just leave me a comment down below, because I know I didn't really get into products and everything, but I do want you guys to know how I did it if you're interested. I thought it was pretty basic, but my whole technique has changed. So leave me a comment down below if you want to see that. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me for this long. Thank you for staying subscribed. That's crazy. I still have as many subscribers as I do, because I know I have been so inconsistent on my channel. But I want to say thank you to everybody for staying subscribed. Leave me a comment down below for any video ideas that you want me to do. I would love to do them. Let me know if you want me to get back into product reviews and things. Me personally, I'm thinking I want to lean more into the client tutorial route, because I do clients now very often. So, you know, I'm thinking of client tutorials, but if that's not something you guys want to see, just let me know. And you know, I still remember how to do this, so subscribe to my channel, like this video, turn on your post notifications so you know when I upload. And what else? Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on all my social media. I'm on TikTok now. You know, I'm not out the game just yet, so I'm on TikTok and I'm on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Anywhere that you can follow somebody, you can follow me at Glam with Jalen. I'll leave all my links down below if you want to follow me on IG or my TikTok or my Facebook, my business Facebook page. Give me a like there. And yeah, thank you guys for rocking with me so much. I hope you guys have a blessed day. You know, keep going. It's not over. Follow your dreams. Pray. Be obedient. All those things. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.